Good day, folks. I hope you're doing good. So, welcome to a new session on the flow in the order. So, today we'll be looking at a few examples on UNZD, and so you can further understand that this actually absolutely works on every pair. So, let's get onto it. So basically, I always start with the 4 hours time frame. Okay. So on the 4 hours time frame, I already explained to you guys. Uh, we need to understand a few things. We need to understand, is the market trend lower or is it trending upward? So if it's trending lower or it's already been selling and you want to get on the trade, you can literally wait and get on continuations. Okay. Or the market is already down and then you're taking reversal, then you just have to opt in for looking for reversal trades and all that. So today we are going to be looking at this coin sell example, what's currently happening on the Euro NZD. So basically, we can see that price has actually gone down a few times. We've marked previous lows, sorry, previous highs, and we've got this high as well. Okay, so we've got this high. So what's market currently doing? So we can see that we've got level and the price kind of like I think it kind of like penetrated a level here on the lower time frame, which I'm not going to be going into. I'm more focused on what's currently happening here, which is this part. Okay. So, okay, let's just go. Let's get into it. So, as not to make the whole thing look like, what happened there? Why can't I explain it? Why am I trying to dodge what happened? Is there something you really need to see that I'm not showing you? Okay. So I'm going to go into the details of what actually happened in this chart right now. Okay. So we have this level. So let's see what happened first time there because I'm so sure that there was no entry there. Let's see. Let's just be sure first of all. Okay. So we are looking at okay, what did price came here for? Why did it price target this level? Okay. So we go back to let's say 30 minutes. Let's see what happened. Let's see what was there, what actually made price, go down to that level. Okay, so let's say we've got this supply, right? So let's see. Okay, I think price actually went for that supply, right? So, but let's see, let's make sure that what happened, the price actually hit it the first time before going down. That's the question. So we go to 5 minutes. Let's see what happens. What happened on the 5 minutes? So here, price kind of like wanted to sell, but it didn't really happen. So let's let's check the 3 minutes. So because that's my point. If if price didn't really like okay, so this is the point. This is the high that got broken. Let's take this high out. So this is the supply level, right? Now the market just tapped into the supply level. There is no form of tapped into the supply, come down, tap it out, and then break this level before selling. That is the scenario we are looking for. But it didn't happen there because the first time this almost got there, but it didn't get there. This is the first time it's touching that supply level. Okay. So it didn't really get there. So I can't really use this. Okay. Even if there's a part that we might actually see something like if we go back to say the 30 minutes and then try to see what happened here, you can see I actually marked the correct supply level, right? I marked it correctly. So price didn't get there at all. So that's why it's not valid. That's why I didn't want to explain it because I already know it's not valid. Because if it was valid, price would not try to go back, like it did to to come back and do what app was going what it did here. So that's the point. That's the main point here. Okay. So now we've got this level, right? We've got this level as what's it called? We've got this level as uh, a supply, which price has already been tapped on. So this is no longer more like we don't need that anymore. We don't need this level because price is now trading inside it. So we're looking for price to break the high, and that's when we are more interested. Okay. So now, first of all, we've got like price broke the high and then it went down, right? It went down. So after going down, we could have, said, okay, this level has been tapped. Obviously, it has been tapped, right? And we can just take 50% of this level with FIB, say 50% here of this part or this part. So this is kind of like the 50%. So we're waiting for price to get, let me take this guys off because it's kind of like disturbing. So we are looking for price to kind of like get down. That's broken this low because that's already tapped out there. And we want to see price sell. But that's not what happened, right? That's not the exact textbook scenario. This is not giving the exact textbook scenario, but look at what happened inside. Look at what happened inside. Something happened because now we've got price going back to this level. Anyway, if I was you, I would pick the sell and I would literally add my stop loss to kind of like above this level. And obviously, I would have gotten stopped out. That is normal. It happens. This is trading. You can't win everything 100%. You can't win everything all the time. But I'm going to explain to you why this scenario is actually still valid. But it doesn't mean that you getting stopped out on the trade is makes the trade not valid. It's actually valid. This scenario is there. You can see it. Okay. So now price has already tapped out this level, right? We have seen a break here already. We have seen a break on the supply. Okay, so let's confirm that again. Now you can see we've seen a break on the supply. Okay, so because we've seen a break on the supply, now we can see that we can see that another level brewed inside of this part. After breaking this high, another cell level brewed inside of this level. Okay, so we now have this level as the high, and we want this is the first, this is the when the price first got here. Okay, when price got here, it kind of like moved up and then starts selling. But that's not exactly what happened because price went back ahead to kind of like give a tap inside, just like the main bigger picture. Okay, the bigger picture is exactly what's happening here in the smaller picture. Okay, so now we are waiting for price to kind of like sell. We're waiting for price to kind of like sell and break this low here. Okay, so now we have this low to be broken, and we use what's it called, the Fibonacci retracement to get our 50% level like this. Right, so our 50% would be here. Even though this type of trade, I really kind of like use 50%, but yeah, the 50% here has already been activated. And you can see price, the next green candle that opened came here, tapped it, and immediately started going downward. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the higher time frame might actually trick you, might kind of like not want to give you the exact textbook scenario, but it doesn't really matter, okay? Because what matters is that it's actually going to respect your analysis. Just give it time, give it like 10, 10 to 11 hours before considering if the trade is worthy or not. So if it's not, you'll probably be stopped out before then. But if it's worthy, you be in good profit, okay? So that's exactly how I do it. Okay. So now I've marked this level and I kind of like just, place my positions here as low. And now I put my stop just above here. Even though I've taken stop loss here already, I still want to get in here because the scenario is there. Just follow the scenario, follow the trade, follow the flow. You're never going to get long. Uh, So that's it. I mean, there'll be a few trades that will get stopped out, a few trades that will not even get to your limit. But when you get the right trade, you'll be looking at 8 hour, 10 hour, 11, 12, 13, up to about 40. So it's all you. Okay. So this is almost like 9 hour already. So you can see that's amazing. Okay. So you can then go back to your 4 hours and then see what's happening because you can see you already got the trade and you already won the trade. Okay, so all you need to do is look for areas, look for highs, look for areas that has highs and lows. Okay, so now my first target will definitely be this low here. Okay, I'll be targeting this low here, and that's about 11 hour, 12 hour. And I'm sure by the time market opens, it's definitely going to hit P. And there's no doubt about that. Okay, so that's it. So uh that's a brief explanation or a brief scenario on the EURNZD. You can go back and make back tests, get scenarios by yourself, send it to me on Twitter. I'll look into everything. So yeah, that will be all for now. And I hope you understand the case study on Euro NZD. So good luck and good trading.